This is Canonn Faction News, recorded live from the tinfoil lined box in Verity. Hey, good relative time part to you all. I'm Commander Larzok, and this is Canonn Faction News. It's been a busy week or two in the galaxy as life continues despite impending alien invasions. First off, a second Barnacle forest has been discovered in Pleiades Sector PN-T B3-0 system on planet A5 at coordinates latitude -4.4946 by longitude 145.6557 by Commander Robbie, bringing the total number of these bizarre growths up to 2. The most recent set of AEGIS requests have wrapped up, and both the rescue and combat operations saw a large uptake from the community and will hopefully provide valuable data for future operations. In other AEGIS news, more stations have been constructed, bringing the new total up to 11 of 20 proposed bases. Aegis-controlled stations can now be found in Asterope, Atlas, Solano, Electra, HIP 16753, HIP 17225, HR 1183, Pleiades Sector DL-Y, D65, Pleiades Sector HR-W D1-74, Pleiades Sector IR-W D1-55, Pleiades Sector KC-V C2-11, and Tegeta. Aegis's influence will undoubtedly continue to grow throughout the region as more of these stations come online. In other news, more INRA bases have been discovered after comms beacons led to the planets in question. The bases were discovered following extensive beige patrols over the weekend. For more information, see canonn.science/codex/INRA-settlements. Commander Science has started up a new project called the Sol Sweep. The goal is to search every system within 200 light-years of Sol for further information about generation ships that may be lost in the void. A link to the Sol Sweep forum is posted below. Now I take a moment to read to you all Commander Maligno's open letter to the engineer Ramta in regards to the Guardians. Dear Ramta, I've very much enjoyed working with you researching the ancient ruins. I continue to pore over our findings and can't help but feel a deep sense of wonder at the legacy of the Guardians. Recently, I spent some time investigating the high-frequency component of the audio signal emitted by the obelisks. There appears to be some kind of encoded signal hidden in the audio, but all efforts to decode it, including mine, have not yielded concrete results. The only thing worthy of note is that the statistical properties of the data packets, namely the number of bars, do not seem to follow an entirely random pattern. The analysis of obelisk audio data packets can be tremendously onerous, even with the help of automatic data extraction algorithms. The collective resources of the galactic scientific community is limited, so my question to you is this: do you believe this is a line of inquiry worth pursuing? I believe that understanding Guardian technology has never been more important, especially with the Thargoid threat we are currently experiencing. We need to leverage every bit of knowledge associated with the Guardians in order to meet this new challenge head-on. I would really appreciate your feedback. Sincerely, Commander Maligno, Canonn Interstellar Research Group. Canonball 3 is fast approaching, and to talk about that, I've wrangled a couple minutes with the winner of the previous 2 Cannonballs. Welcome to the show, Commander NanoExplorer.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, let's start off with the basics. What is the Cannonball Run? I've been around for a while, and to me it's always seemed like this strange arcane room that pops up for a month is filled with cryptic weirdness, and then you win. So for those of us who stare in confused wonder at the whole process, what is involved?
You got the cryptic weirdness part right. Basically, Clarion Z creates a bunch of puzzles for us to solve in the spirit of the canon. Sometimes they're relatively straightforward, like a code to decipher. Other times they're crazy clues that you have to tackle from many different angles, like this one. It involved everything from knowing the different parts of an old-time boat to constellations to the heralds you can find at station news.
Alright, so aside from the mental masochism involved, are there any special tools or programs needed to pull a win off, or is everything solvable with pen and paper?
Generally, these puzzles aren't solvable with just pen and paper. There are many tools for solving basic ciphers and codes available on the Galnet, but Canon's own Commander KR, runner-up in the last Cannonball, created the Canonn Decryptor, which is complete with examples from Cannonball 2. It's available on the Canonn Science Corkboard. These tools will usually solve one layer of a puzzle, but the rest is up to you. Make sure to have pen and paper, and of course your ship, ready for the rest.
That sounds like quite the fun challenge. The Cannonball is open to every Canonn enrolled member, correct?
Yep, and the more the merrier. Remember that all you have to do to sign up is tune into the Canonn comms channel on December 1st, 3303 at 20 hours Galactic Time. The Cannonball Run is also good practice for solving the mysteries of the universe, like the unregistered comms beacons that we stumble upon from time to time.
Okay, and I'll let you get back to what I'm sure is some busy prep drinking after one final question. Do you have any tips for aspiring Canonball champs? I'm sure there are a few members eyeballing your frameshift drive for creative modifications after winning the last 2 competitions.
Oh man, I'm sure. But really, my FSD isn't what I'm most proud of. It only gets about 35 light years on a good day. My thrusters, however, I can go pretty fast outside of supercruise. But, onto the more useful tidbits, do lots of Galnet searches. There's a ton of information available online, and don't underestimate it. But, most importantly, don't give up. There are many chances to make a comeback in the last few rounds.
And that is about all the time we have for now, NanoExplorer. Thank you for joining me tonight.
It was a pleasure talking to you, Commander Larzok.
Thank you for joining me tonight to talk about your experience with the Canonball Run event that is coming up on its 3rd annual running. And finally, a little bit of faction news. The fight for Kuhn continues. Please see the Chat Minor faction channel on the Canonn Comms Hub for more information on how you can help bring Elvira Martuk into the Canonn family. And that wraps up our show tonight. Thank you all for joining us, and to NanoExplorer, the 2-time winner of the Cannonball Run event. For Canonn Faction News, I'm Commander Larzok, signing off. Thank you for listening to Canonn Faction News.